The Brewers acquired Mitch White last week from the Giants. He's a right-handed pitcher that already slotted into the Brewers bullpen, made his Brewers debut. Did not go so well for him, had a walk and a home run that he allowed, but he's someone that the Brewers are hoping can add a little bit of depth, maybe can start in a pinch, and someone who's got some experience, big league experience, but also the last couple of years have not gone so well for him. He was originally a second-round pick of the Dodgers back in 2016 out of Santa Clara University. Made his debut in 2020 and then pitched parts of 3 seasons for the Dodgers, was traded in 2022 to the Blue Jays, and things have not gone so well for him since. He had a 3.58 ERA with almost a strikeout an inning with the Dodgers across 105 innings as a swingman. But with the Blue Jays, not been great. 7.26 ERA in 65 innings. They finally decided to cut ties with him earlier this season, designating him for assignment. Was traded over to the Giants, allowed more than a run an inning in his short 1 to 2 week stint with San Francisco. So the Giants decided to cut ties with him. The Brewers acquired him last week. He's a 4-seam sweeper, slider, curveball guy mostly. He throws a sinker occasionally. And his sweeper and his curveball, he's gotten the best results out of them over the last 2 years. It's possible the Brewers will try to pare down his arsenal. It's rare for someone to have 3 distinct breaking balls, but maybe the Brewers will try to pare that down, especially if they're using him as a reliever primarily. I think the Brewers may decide to try to have him work as a starter if things go wrong with someone who's in the rotation right now, but I don't think there are plans to do that imminently, considering the fact that he hasn't really been successful out of the bullpen recently. They probably don't want to throw him into a starting spot. But at the same time, the Brewers seem to be good at getting guys who are formerly top prospects. White, former top 100 prospect by some publications, and maybe they haven't had the greatest run recently. Someone like Bryce Wilson, and then they turn them into a solid reliever. Now Wilson is starting, and while Wilson wasn't that great his last start, has still been really good in the rotation. So maybe the Brewers are hoping to do the same thing with Mitch White. Took a flyer on him, designated Corbin Martin for assignment as a corresponding move, and we'll see what the Brewers can get from Mitch White in the meantime. So again, Brewers acquiring Mitch White from the Giants, former Dodger, former Blue Jay, someone who struggled in recent years but has that top prospect pedigree, had some success earlier on in his career.